Well, Twitter ordered by the government to block 1,178 accounts for allegedly spreading misinformation on the farmers' protests and provocative content, said today it had withheld a portion of the accounts and within India only. This after facing the possible arrest of its top executives and a financial penalty. The US social media giant also said it had not taken any action on accounts of media, journalists, activists, and politicians as it violated the right to freedom of expression under the Indian law. The blog noted that the values that underpin the open internet and free expression are increasingly under threat around the world. Upon the request of Twitter seeking a meeting with the government, the Secretary IT was to engage with senior management of Twitter. In this light, a blog post published prior to this engagement is unusual. Government will share its response soon. Arvind Gunasekar joins us. Arvind, what's the latest?
Parmeshwar, earlier we saw Twitter making their response public on a blog post where they have said that they have complied with the orders of the government of India, and they also underlined that there cannot be a blanket ban on all the accounts because that would be against the constitution, against the freedom of expression and speech. So underlining the constitution, underlining the fundamental right that has been given in the constitution, that Twitter had said that though they have acted against some of the accounts, but there cannot be a blanket ban on all the accounts because the government order earlier, when the government had forwarded a request to Twitter to act against certain accounts, that also included some of the journalists and also some media organizations as well. And that's why Twitter had said that, underlining the constitution, saying that they cannot put a blanket ban. But what we are seeing now is a response from the government, from the Ministry of Information and Technology. But the message is very important because that particular response which the Ministry of Information and Technology has given to Twitter is not on Twitter per se, but it's on the Coup app. We all know that even yesterday we did a story, we did a show on our channel where how according to underlining based on the Atmanirbhar program, there is a new mobile application called Coup, which is of the same similar platform like Twitter. So the government of India has chosen Coup to make their response to Twitter public. So that's a subtle message that the government is giving. So in that particular message, the government has said, the Ministry of Information and Technology has said that earlier there was, as per the request of the Twitter, there was a meeting that was scheduled between the Ministry of Information and Technology official and the Twitter. But before that meeting, Twitter has put such a block. So the government is preparing their response to this particular blog post. So that particular message has been posted on Coup app, which is a direct message that the government is sending to the Twitter, asking them to toe their line.
Thank you so much, Arvind, for that update.